Right, yes, now this is what I really want to talk to you about. So before I introduce the speakers, dry January's over. That's marvellous, isn't it? Did you all stop drinking? Because you're all clearly alcoholics. So we all needed dry January, didn't we? I didn't, it's bizarre, isn't it, this whole sort of dry January stuff. We have to put a name, don't we, in front of January. But it's just rubbish, isn't it? But, and there were so many, weren't there? I got sort of lost, because there was it Veganuary, that was one, wasn't it? I think you had to eat all your vegan friends or something for the entire month. It was a bit bizarre. And then we had, I think there were so many, I think they must have come up with some sort of government department or something, because there were so many of these ridiculous things being put out there, weren't there? So many that they had to put the words at the end of the month, didn't they? So they ran out at the beginning, there were too many, so they started to give words at the end. You had January, did you know that? Completely missed me, obviously, but that was the thing. And next year, I've heard 2020, we're going to have an entirely cheese-based January. Have you heard about this? Entirely cheese-based Parmesanuary we're going to have. See? Yeah, it doesn't get any better. But we're going to have, we're going to have to spend the entire month just eating Italian cheese. So I'm told. Although, of course, after Brexit there won't be any Italian cheese, so, or not any cheese. Possibly, so that'll be a thing. But yes, that's we've got that to look forward to. But I mean, I don't know about you. January, I just like to call January. Call me old-fashioned, but it's good enough for the Romans. It's good enough for me because it was named after the Roman god Janus, wasn't it? Did you know that? You're all an intelligence crowd. Yeah, did you know that? Yeah. Named after Janus. Anybody waving? No. Anybody care? Yes, boots. Yes. The Roman god Janus. He was the god of doors. Did you know that? No. Yeah, the god of doors. True. No, that's absolutely true. Of course, followed by February, the Greek god of greetings cards. Did you know that? Then followed, of course, by March, the English god of confectionery. Did you know? No. Of course, there's no other months after that from the 29th of March this year, because months go as well as cheese after Brexit. And that's the only two things I know about Brexit. I've done a bit of research, and it has told me that there'll be no cheese and there will be no months after March. So, I would recommend when you leave here tonight, stockpile as much cheese as you can and get rid of calendars. That would be my advice. But yes, so anyway, we're not in January, we're in February now, of course, which is the wonderful Valentine's month. So you're excited about that? I mean, I don't. Do you send greetings cards anymore? Do you do that? Does anybody care? But I stopped doing greetings cards a while ago. I never really saw the point, and I sort of wondered whether Clinton's cards, they must have sort of just before the digital age, did they sort of get worried and sort of think, well, this texting thing is never going to take off, is it? It's never going to replace sort of a postal-based paper service that's going to be, that seems to have maybe happened, so we're now texting. Why do we send cards anyway? If someone gives you a greeting card, I just think, when I get one, I just think, recycling. That's just like, oh no, what am I going to do with this? So what I ended up doing, because I obviously used to have a mantelpiece, I don't have a mantelpiece, central heating, so no fire, no need for greetings cards. So I put them on a pile of paper. Do you have that sort of movable pile of paper in your house? Yeah. So this is my pile of paper on my kitchen table, and so I get a greeting card from someone. I don't have a mantelpiece, so I just put it on my pile of paper, and then I don't know about you, but every couple of weeks I take that pile of paper and I think I'm going to sort that out now, and I put it on the table, and then I get distracted, by something. I've got a flannel in my bathroom that needs to be cleaned or something, and I wander off, and I come back and think, I'll just move that pile of paper and I'll put it on a shelf. So I put it on a shelf, just out of my view, and then a couple of weeks after that, I sort of think, I'm going to deal with that now. So I put it back on the table. And I get distracted again. Do you know what I'm talking about here? So yeah, it is a thing. And I sort of think, well, there's going to come a point in my life when I'm going to have absolutely nothing to do. And then I'm going to deal with that. But I've realised that the time at which I'm going to have absolutely nothing to do is also known as death. Because I think that's more likely when I'm actually going to deal with the pile of paper. But I don't know if there's anyone in here that is sort of all modern and IT'd up. You sort of, possibly. But in which case, some shakes, you probably have this system. I had to take this picture off the internet because I'm not as advanced as this. You see, this system, this is a folder. So some people with their pile of paper system, what they do, and I haven't got to this stage yet, which is why I couldn't take a photo of my folder, I don't have one. They get a folder and they put the pile of paper into the folder, and then they put that on a shelf. And it's a fantastic system because it's a pile of paper in the folder system, otherwise known as a folder system. But it works because it's out of sight until another piece of paper ends up in your house and you think, well, okay, bugger. But you get that new piece of paper and you put it on the table and you think, no, it's okay, I'm going to deal with that now, and so I'm not going to put that in the folder, I'm going to just deal with that now. But then you get distracted and you wander upstairs and you come back and there's another piece of paper on top of that first bit of paper. Before you know it, a couple of weeks go by, that new one bit of paper is turned into a pile that's as big as your first pile, so you have to get another folder. And your folder system is now big. You know where I'm going with that? Yeah. Anyway, this all comes from greetings cards, of course, which I don't actually bother with because of my paper-based filing system. But we don't need greetings cards at all, do we? Because in fact, when you give a greetings card to someone, you could just speak to them and say, happy birthday or happy Valentine's Day. We could do that, which of course is a seamless link to what is going to happen tonight. You see what I did there? That link? It took me hours, that link.